It is Tuesday, fresh out the shower. You know your boy gotta have a clean shave to get the start of the work week going. You know I had to taper it down, DIY style. And look, no nose hair showing. Guys, you gotta make sure that you clip your nose hairs too. You do not want your nose hairs connected to your mustache. So make sure that you keep yourself well groomed. No matter if you are a white collar worker, if you are a blue collar worker, you could be working in construction, you could be an electrician, you could build elevators, any type of job that you use your hands. There's no excuse not to maintain yourself, because think about it. You want to have dirt in between your fingernails and you expect your woman to embrace you. You expect your woman to want you to touch her with your dirty ass fingernails? Absolutely not. You expect for your woman to want to kiss you and be all over you if your teeth ain't white and you got plaque in between them and they not straightened? When you make enough money to be able to get you some braces or some Invisalign. So guys, make sure that you maintain your appearance no matter what. If you got time to play video games, watch sports on TV, you got time to make sure that you are well groomed. And also take your ass to the gym too, man, and buy your own. You ready to go bye-bye? Here we go bye-bye. Here we go bye-bye. Bet you can't get me. Bet you can't get me. What? Oh. And we are officially off. Where are we going? Left or right? Right again for the 1,528th time. This is her route. She is a basic bitch, literally. I am so glad that it's not raining right now, because the forecast has shown that it's supposed to be raining all day. So we're gonna get this reflection walk taken care of before this inconsistent Texas weather gets the best of us. So as I walk past my beautiful home, I was thinking this morning about how often have we heard the phrase, the terms, even I believe in the Martin Luther King "I Have a Dream" speech, that all men are created equal. And the reality of it is that could be further from the truth, guys. Some people are just better at certain things. No matter how hard you might work at something, there's other people that are just going to be better than you, okay? It's just like when you watch sports, right? Professional sports, whether it's NBA, NFL, MLB, Premier League, NHL, and you watch these athletes, these gladiators, you watch them compete at the highest level. And in reality, let's just be real. These guys are mutants, because the accuracy of them hitting a baseball, throwing a baseball, the distance that they can throw a football, the consistency of shooting a basketball, and basically hitting their mark the majority of the time, having a high percentage of accuracy, that is not normal, guys. This is why it is a best of the best league. Only the best people actually go on to become professional athletes. And we all have had dreams of making it into the league, but the majority of people don't. And it's a reason why. It's because the people that made it, they're better. They're taller, they're stronger, they're more accurate. They were just born to do it. So when people say that, oh, we all are equal, no, we're not. Because sometimes you just have bad genetics, right? Shout out to the knock-kneed, big back, bow-legged people that's walking around here. Okay? Sometimes some people, just by their DNA, are just going to be smarter than you, no matter how hard you study. And you could become as smart as these people, right? If you put in the work. But some things just come natural to people. So when people say this nonsense about we all are equal, no. Now, we all are equal in a sense of, you know, laws, and we have certain freedoms, stuff like that. But when you think that you are the same as somebody else, it's just not true. It isn't. Some people are just going to be better than you, okay? Especially if you believe in meritocracy, right? Only the best get the position. Come on, here you go, trying to start some stuff. You want to compete against the best people. The right person should get rewarded for their hard work, their dedication, their consistency. And hold on, hey, get your butt over here. Sometimes you gotta check your dog, right? Gotta snap them back into reality. Daddy don't play that. But anyways, yeah, some people are just going to be better than you. And you will have some people that can get to that level, right? You have some people that they got to train harder. You know, they have to be in that gym, if they're an athlete, a lot longer than some people that, you know, sports just came natural to them. They're just a natural athlete, right? And that's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you got to understand, there's a such thing as winners and losers in life, right? The winners win because they put in the work. They were meant to do certain things. That's why you got to focus on what you're good at, not what you're passionate about. I was talking to my lady about that yesterday after my son's game, because we are so fixated on, you know, the things that we're passionate about, the things that we like, instead of the things that we are good at, that it's going to actually allow us to make money. It's going to allow us to live the life that we want to live. And then you can focus on the things that you're passionate about once you make the money, once you reach a level of success, right? The sky will be the limit. But until then, you got to focus on the things that you are actually good at. And there is nothing wrong with knowing the fact that some people are going to be better than you. No, it's not, because that gives you a reality check, so you don't live in delusion. And you know that, hey, there's levels to this, right? Because there's levels to things in life, okay? You might not, you know, go to the NBA because maybe you just wasn't tall enough. Maybe you wasn't athletic enough, you know? Maybe you didn't work hard enough, right? And other people did. Maybe you're not gonna get accepted to those Ivy League schools because you just wasn't smart enough. And there's nothing wrong with that either. So you just have to be aware of, listen, what your limits are and what you're capable of doing. Once you do that, you'll actually be able to enjoy life. Come on, girl. But yeah, you got to know what your limits are. You have to continue to work if you feel like you're limitless and that you got more potential. There's more things that you want to achieve. You want to compete at the highest level. You're going to have to put in a lot more work and be willing to put in a lot more work than most people, okay? And you cannot be satisfied with being regular either, because I know I'm not, and I'm doing pretty well for myself. But let me tell you something. I am nowhere near having the financial freedom that I actually want. Being able to make my own schedule whenever I want to. I am not there yet. So what am I doing? I'm working. every single day in order to get closer to that goal. Every day. And I will not stop. If I have to lose sleep, fine, I'll do that. Hell, I didn't go to bed until 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was up yesterday at 5:30 in the morning, but I still woke my ass up. I still trained. I still made sure my son was situated and got his ass on the bus. I still did my meal prep for the week. I'm still, you know, doing this reflection walk video on 4 hours. But if I want to grow my channel, if I want to expand my point of view as far as my content, my message, then I'm just going to do that shit. Because in order for me to even grow this channel, I'm going to have to do things that most people aren't willing to do. And I'm okay with that because I see greatness in me. And if you look in the mirror and you don't see greatness in you, then you got a lot of things that you got to work on. You got to build up your confidence. But the first thing that you got to do when you build up your confidence is understanding what you're good at and what your strong suit is, and focus on that. All right. Well, that was my reflection walk. I got to edit this video, try to get this thing out by 5:30. And then we got to work on Tuesday content, baby. I appreciate everybody watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I am out. Peace.